one guy who enjoyed his football weekend, I imagine. One guy who I don't think has any complaints about how things went this weekend is the head coach of the El Campo Ricebirds. We are so pleased to be joined by Coach Wayne Condra. Coach, congratulations on your big win.
Well, thank you very much.
We were talking about this beforehand. Admittedly, obviously, that's a good Angleton team and a 5A, a 5A team. You're punching up, if you will. Do you consider that an upset?
Well, yeah, we've played Angleton in the past here, and we always considered it, a great ball game when we played them. I think it was two good football teams that fought it out all night, and we were able to come out on the winning end.
You guys end up getting the 35-13 win, a really impressive victory for you guys. Obviously, your offense was doing something right, and in a year where we kind of had a couple of questions of how you're going to replace some key pieces, I have to imagine that you're really pleased with the way that your defense or your offense has gelled so far.
Well, it is. I think that both our running backs from last year, and we've had some guys who have stepped up and done an outstanding job for us. But we had some key offensive linemen that came back this year.
You bring back the offense. You bring back a lot of key pieces on the offensive line, which I know in your offense, kind of the wing offense, is so key. How much of your success offensively do you kind of give to the fact that this is a great scheme and that it's a scheme that these kids have been running for a while?
Well, I think that's a big part because, like you said, this is an offense that these kids have been running since 7th grade. So, I think that's a big key as far as, what we're trying to establish. And, they just did a great job of going out there and executing.
And then the other side of it, the defense against an Angleton team that can put up points in bunches. It seemed like you guys did a great job of making them earn it and making them get down the field bit by bit. That, yeah, you'll give up a couple of yards here and there, but you're not going to give up the big play. I was really impressed with your ability to kind of contain them and make sure they don't hit that home run.
Well, and I think you kind of hit it on the head right there when we talk about just trying to contain. We're just trying to keep everything in front, as far as, their passing game. And then, because they have a great play action passing game. And then as far as their running game, just, again, just trying to get as many guys to football as we can.
We're talking with El Campo head coach Wayne Condra here on DCTF Live. Get involved with the conversation at #DCTF Live. I want to talk about a couple of your offensive weapons. Brock Brandel, the quarterback, is a guy who, it seemed, if you're looking for gaudy numbers, and there are gaudy numbers for quarterbacks all over the state, you're probably not going to find them with Brock Brandel. In fact, if he's throwing the ball 20 times a game, I imagine you're not particularly pleased with the way that the game has gone. But this kid, every time you watch him, he just looks like a guy in complete command of the offense.
Well, he's one of those kids that he's been in this program for a long time. Shoot, he was a water boy on the sideline for us when he was a kid. So, he knows this offensive scheme that we got going. That he kind of knows it inside out. He really helps us. He's like having another coach out there on the field.
And then your new pair of running backs, everyone kind of remembers Kevin Dove and these kind of amazing running backs you've had in the past. Now it goes to Jarek Chapman and Dedrick Holliday, guys who've really, it seems like they've really done a good job of not only carrying their own weight, but also being unselfish and being okay with kind of spreading the ball around.
Well, and that's it. They're both unselfish running backs. They've done a tremendous job as far as running the football and then blocking for each other, and then throw one more in the mix there. That's Nerian Rick is. Mm-hmm. He really stepped in and done a great job at the running back as well.
And then the other side of the ball with your defense, look, El Campo football has always been about stopping the run first and foremost. You guys are that is El Campo football.
That's it.
And it seems like that's kind of you guys are. I hate to say vintage El Campo, but this is the kind of squad that we picture when we picture El Campo football.
Well, and that's one of the keys for us on the defensive side. And we talk to our kids about this all the time. Is one of the things that we got to focus on is trying to stop stopping the run, because I don't care if you're a wing tee, wishbone, or spread team. The running game is a part of it, and that's one of the keys that we focus in on.
And now you guys travel this weekend to Port Lavaca Calhoun. You guys are, as they say, punching up again. Another 5A team you guys are taking on. So far, don't want you to give away your game plan or anything like that. But what are you expecting when you take on Calhoun coming up this weekend?
Well, it's going to be a well-disciplined football team. Coach Whitaker does a great job over there. Offensively, they run that Georgia Tech option attack. And so we got to be very disciplined on the defensive side of the football as far as taking care of our responsibilities on the dive, quarterback, and pitch. So it's going to be another big battle as far as two teams that like to run the football. So it's kind of like we're talking that this is one of the games that might be the fastest game in the state this weekend.
Yeah, you guys won't last much more than 2. I think halftime might be longer. You might want to get the band.
Don't get me started.
Yeah, get the band to stretch it out a little bit. Want to ask you about your district, District 12 4A Division 1. Looks like there's a couple of contenders that seem to be emerging out here. Needville and Stafford are off to good starts. When you take a look at your district coming up here in a couple of weeks, what are you seeing?
Well, those two teams are definitely contenders. Then you move over there to the new add in to the district this year, Sealy. Won a big game a couple of weeks ago against Wharton, and so you look at those three teams, and then I'm going to tell you, Bay City's a team that is just getting better and better. West Columbia's got a new coaching staff there, and those guys are really starting to gel as well. So, and when you look at Brazosport's always, they're a dangerous football team. Mm-hmm. So, I think our district's one of the toughest in the area, and if not in the region. So, I think it's here in a couple of weeks when we start district, it's going to be one of those. Each week you're going to have to take each week one at a time, and just kind of. I think it's going to be a battle.
And finally, Coach, you guys are blessed to have one of the most unique mascots in the state. You guys are the only Ricebirds in the state. How do you get your kids to fight like Ricebirds? I feel like with a wildcat or a tiger, it's a lot easier because those are things that are going out there ferocious.
Sure.
As far as a Ricebird, how do you spin that into a motivational tool?
Hey, it's Ricebird pride. I mean, that's the thing about it is, these kids, like you said, if they've been brought up in this system, their parents have been brought up in this system. This is something that's been around for a long, long time. And the city of El Campo, it's such a tremendous place to work and live. With all the support from the community, the administration, the faculty, the school. I mean, it's just. It's that Ricebird pride.
He is Wayne Condra. He is the head Ricebird down there at El Campo High School, and they will be taking on the Port Lavaca Calhoun Sand Crabs coming up here this week. Coach, appreciate your time. Congratulations on your big win, and best of luck Friday and the rest of the way.
All right. Thank you very much.